Well, JD, I was chatting with our newsroom, and they said in the case of the car kind of surrounded by all that water, just stop.
Yeah. No, totally. It was a parking lot, and what happened was, I think she was probably trying to find a driveway out, but it wasn't even a driveway where she ended up driving into. It was more of like the creek itself, and you just can't see where you're going or what's under the water. So again, you just don't go anywhere in a situation like that. Let's look at some of these rainfall totals that we've seen so far from kind of this event, where Huntsville saw over 12 inches of rain, Willis over 10 inches of rain, Goodrich at 9, Spring at 8, Tomball at 7. Again, these are such high numbers, and this is just within the last 24 hours, not to mention the other rain that we've seen even earlier in the week that helps kind of saturate the ground just a little bit. But the Fox Red Storm Seeker radar right now looking much more pleasant, not showing a lot of rain for sure, just a little bit out in the Gulf, but the temperatures are going to kind of warm back up after that with the sunshine that we've begun to kind of see out. So it's going to be warm, dealing with all of the cleanup or either waiting for things to perhaps even get worse. So I showed you some numbers that were from actual rain gauges. This is our radar estimated rainfall total. So using our radar, giving us a good idea of how much fell, and you could just see all of this rain that fell here within the last 5 days. So this is a little bit bigger of a accumulation that we're talking about. Over 15 inches of rain in the Huntsville area. We've got over in the San Jacinto area over 8 inches of rain, and then we get back down near into Baytown, maybe over 8 inches of rain. And then look how much lighter it is once you get south of Interstate 10. It's such a different picture overall as far as what we're seeing. So we still have a few river flood warnings that again is associated with the water that has already fallen. We've talked about the fact that these are not going to crest until the weekend. Later in the newscast, I'm going to focus in on the rivers just a little bit more. But right now, again, back in the Houston area, the sunshine is out. Southeast winds at 14 miles an hour. Those temperatures right about 80 degrees. And we'll continue to see, for the most part, some conditions like this that are pleasant. Weather where you live, 79 in Angleton, 82 in Sugar Land. Spring right now at about 80 degrees. Our futurecast is relatively quiet for the next several hours, but as we get into the overnight, notice how our rain chances fire back up again, and then even a stronger and more organized bit of rain that's going to be around tomorrow morning. And because there's a little bit of uncertainty exactly where that's going to go or how long it's going to be around, that's why we have the flood watch until tomorrow afternoon. After we get to tomorrow afternoon, though, our rain chances drop a lot. And as we move even further through the 7-day forecast, notice how the temperatures are really starting to rebound into the 90s. We'll even have feels like temperatures in the 100s. Fox 26 News at 5 will be back right after this break.